Hi everyone, I'm Ashley Myerscough, Senior Performance Coach here at Seven Geese, a Paycor company. Today I'm going to offer the answer to the question of what happens when a goal is incomplete at the end of the quarter. Well, there's a few things for us to consider here: our team member, the goal itself, and appropriate next steps. So let's start with the team member. It can be really demotivating to work super hard the entire quarter and not get to where we hoped to by the end. Support your team member to reflect on not only what they got to achieve, but how and why they landed where they did. Oftentimes, our team members are working really hard, but they may not be working as smart as they could be. So, take a moment to do a retro with them at the end of the quarter to reflect on where they landed, how they landed there, why they landed there. Next up, we're going to consider the goal itself. Was the goal a little too lofty and our team members still managed to get to 90%? That's great. Celebrate those successes. But then also reflect on, was the goal too lofty, therefore making it a little demotivating for our team member? Then we have the opposite scenario where the goal may have not been stretchy enough and our team members still didn't make it to the end. Let's then focus on the roadblocks and the barriers to success for that team member. Those roadblocks and barriers can be internal or external. So let's take a look at both, but focus on the ones that we can control, most likely those internal roadblocks. Last up, we want to consider our most appropriate next steps. So we start with, did the importance or the impact of the goal change as the quarter went on? If it became more important and therefore the scope may have expanded, then it's very appropriate for us to push the deadline for that goal into the next quarter. If the importance or the impact of that goal decreased as the quarter went on and our priorities shifted, which is why we didn't get to complete the goal, well, then it's a decision for the team member and the manager to decide, can we close the goal where it is right now? Something to consider when we're looking at pushing the deadline of a goal into the next quarter is we're saying yes to continuing on this work. So, what are we saying no to being able to complete in the next quarter? So, all in all, at the end of the quarter, when a goal is incomplete, there's three things we want to consider: the team member, the goal itself, and appropriate next steps. It's completely fair to look at a goal and go, doesn't make sense for us to continue working on it, so we're going to move on to the next quarter. Or if the importance of that goal did increase throughout the quarter, then let's stretch it into the next quarter, but be mindful of what we're saying no to. In Seven Geese, we also have the option to duplicate an objective and continue or reset the progress on that goal. What this does is allow us to capture the work we've already completed, but also be mindful of the work still to be done. So to see how we do this at Seven Geese using Seven Geese, reach out for a tour.